Running through pregnancy looks a little different every time, and after 3 pregnancies, I've learned a lot about how to adapt without giving up the sport that I love. In today's video, I'm sharing the biggest modifications that have helped me stay active, safe, and strong while running with a growing belly, plus lessons that I wish I had learned sooner. I hope that by sharing my experience, you feel encouraged to pick up a few ideas to help you adjust your own running journey and have a wonderful time running throughout your pregnancy. Hello! I'm about to leave for a run. I'm really excited for this week's video. This is my 3rd pregnancy and I'm about 22 weeks today, which is so exciting, more than halfway, thank God, and it's my last one. I wanted to share with you modifications that I have made to my running during pregnancy specifically and postpartum. So I'm just about to leave for a run, a whole list of tips and all the things that I've learned over my 3 pregnancies and trying to run through them and give you guys basically all of the knowledge that I've gained from these 3 pregnancies so that you can apply it to yours. I think the first thing I want to start with is that you do not have to stop running when you get pregnant. I think it's okay. It's normal to have fear and anxiety around things that you do, especially when it's your first pregnancy. And if you have experienced any loss, I haven't, so I cannot speak to that. However, if you have experienced pregnancy loss, like the anxiety around that first trimester with your first pregnancy is really intense. If you're an especially anxious person, it might feel better to not run. And I just want to give you permission to listen to that. Like, it is okay to change what you're doing because you're scared or anxious about pregnancy, you think that it'll make a difference. I do not judge you for that, and I don't judge you for making that call. It is your body, this is your baby, your responsibility to take care of yourself and your baby, and if that means taking a pause on running for the first trimester and then seeing how you feel, I'm 100% for it. However, I do think that there's a lot of fear and unknowns around running during pregnancy, and I want to dispel that because it's just so not true, and there's no scientific evidence to back it. Anything that says running while pregnant hurts the baby in any way, shape, or form. With that, all that being said, I want to encourage you to stick to running during pregnancy if it feels good for you. We're going to walk through a couple of the modifications that I've made so that maybe you can apply that to your running journey. And yeah, I'm excited to get into it, but first I need to run because it's really hot. 22 weeks pregnant, let's see how far I can go. I will check in with you guys after. Let's do it. All right, welcome back from my run. So I just did 4 miles, which is a distance that's been feeling really good lately. I just about started feeling pelvic pressure in that last half mile, and then I take some walk breaks. So very proud of that. I'm gonna wash my face and tell you guys, tip number 1 is having a major mindset shift with your expectations and with how you view your running journey during pregnancy. The best mindset shift that I personally was able to have in my 2nd pregnancy that I didn't have so much in my first was really trying to ignore comparison to other pregnant women or to any other runners during their running journeys. Block that out. Block out comparison, block out looking at how many miles did she run at this many weeks pregnant. How long was she able to run to the end of her pregnancy? Oh my gosh, she ran on the day she delivered, I should be able to do that. No, you need to drop all of that. Your body, your pregnancy is gonna be completely unique to you, but you need to listen to your body. So that mindset shift is very important. Step 1 of having a healthy pregnant running journey. Stop comparing yourself to anyone else, including myself. And I need to take this advice every day. Every day I need to recenter myself on like, okay, my day is gonna look different than my friend who ran until she was 38 weeks pregnant and was super fast the whole time, right? That's not me. Maybe it's you. In which case, yeah, I'm a little jealous, okay? All right, let's wash my face. My product of choice today is water because I'm about to go teach a spin class, which is not normal for me. I own a spin studio, but I don't have regular classes on the schedule, but I'm subbing for my instructors today. So we're gonna go teach a spin class. Sure. So that was tip number 1. Let's get on to tip number 2. I'm doing modifying my running for pregnancy tips. What do you have as the husband?
Make sure you
Okie dokie. Heading to spin class. Another thing, very, very important to keep in mind for your running journey while you're pregnant is adjusting your pace expectations, because I think my easy pace generally stays the same for most of pregnancy, and then towards the end I lose like a minute off of my easy pace. But just don't put any pressure on yourself. Like, you want to be running at an easy conversational pace for most of your runs, because that's just how you develop base mileage, and that's how you should be running generally. And you can still do speed work. You don't have to stop doing speed work. From my personal experience, and I'm not a doctor, but I have not had to stop speed work during pregnancy. That's very much in tune with the listening to your body, doing what feels right for you, and making sure that you're tuning into what feels good and what doesn't. I personally, on a good day, when I'm feeling really good, a speed workout makes me feel unstoppable. When I feel like my pelvis and my belly isn't humongous and doesn't feel huge, especially earlier in the morning, a speed workout makes me feel like Superwoman. So I would highly recommend it. Oh, it is hot in this car. I think I'm already getting some sweat on my upper lip. Let's go to the spin class. So yeah, speed work is on the table, baby. All right, we are here. I am about to pop into the studio. I would also recommend adjusting your pace also means being totally okay with walk breaks. I think there's some weird group of people who think walking while you're on a run makes it not count. No, we're tossing that out the door. That's straight up not true. Walking is totally fine. Take walk breaks when you need. If you're feeling pelvic pressure, if you're feeling like out of breath, if you're feeling like your ribs are just feeling like all your organs are really tight in there at any point in your pregnancy, walking is totally fine. Let me just give you that permission. And that's something mindset wise, it's really helpful to give yourself permission to walk, because at the end of the day, I would say when you're training for a marathon, or you're training for a half, or you're training for something like a specific race, it's good to try to avoid walking if you want to not be walking on race day. On your long runs, like, that is a great rule of thumb to use when you are not pregnant, to avoid walking, because you want to emulate the feelings of race day, and you want that feeling of like, oh, I need to walk, I should walk. You kind of want to like tune that thought out when you're training for a race. We are not training for, well, you might be training for a race, but we're training to stay healthy, and to keep moving, and to find joy in movement, and, you know, the mental health aspects of running and all of that. So be okay with walking. You can make adjustments to that mentally for yourself. That walking is totally okay during pregnancy. So that is major, major tip. I'm here at the studio. I am about to get suited up and ready to teach. On to my next tip. Really behind the scenes of making a vlog. It's about, I'm about to teach my class, but one thing I wanted to say for running during pregnancy, another tip is to change the terrain that you're running on to just flat, chill terrain. You can do hills if you want. I live in a really flat farm town, so I don't really have a hill that I can frequent. Trail running is great, but the fall factor is a little bit higher. So that's the only thing that makes me nervous about running during pregnancy, is potentially falling, tripping, and like blunt force trauma to your belly is dangerous, is scary, and it's definitely something you want to avoid. So if you're someone who frequents the trails, you're really comfortable, then that's great. Definitely do what feels comfortable for you, but I would highly recommend just trying to stick on flat surfaces for the sake of reducing that fall risk. Okay, so let's go teach this class. Okay, I'm showered, I'm home. Class was amazing. Okay, so the final tips first is going to be, I think, the most important one, and that is give yourself the full 12 weeks before you come back after having the baby. I've never done that before. I have my first pregnancy, I think I started running after like 5 weeks, and 5 weeks postpartum, and then second pregnancy, I think it was around the same timeline. And I was dealing with pelvic floor issues months down the road, and honestly still a little bit. I understand the desire to like jump back into it, especially like 12 weeks is a long time. It's short, it's also long. It's like when you're in it and you're experiencing it, I feel like it is a really long time. It feels like a long time when you're used to running constantly all the time. It's hard to just not run. But let me tell you, your pelvic floor health is so much more important. Speaking of pelvic floor, the culprit, the one who made mine what it is today, the cuteness. Okay, so it's like 4 hours later. I had to make dinner for my kids and they are just now going to bed. So I think final tip for this video is basically strength training needs to be part of your routine. If you're also running, your form is going to start changing because you have hormones in your body that relax your joints and relax your muscles, and like things in your body start changing because it has a baby in there, and your pelvis is going to start like changing because it's getting ready to push baby out. So very, very important to keep up with your strength training at least twice a week. I try to go at least twice a week. Upper body, lower body, or like 2 full body sessions or whatever. You will thank yourself for keeping up with your strength training, because running fitness is great. But if you're running a lot with poor form, with no core strength, with no glute strength, with weak hip flexors, you're gonna have a bad time. So important to make sure you keep up with your strength training. And I can tell that I'm fading a little bit. Strength training has slowly become more incorporated into my routine as a runner. The more that I learn about staying healthy and being able to run for the rest of my life, the more I realize how important strength training is. So in my first pregnancy, it wasn't strength training at all in general. Second pregnancy, I think I strength trained at least twice a week, but I didn't really push very hard, which is totally fine. I'm totally okay with that. And I joined a gym that had like group fitness classes for strength training, which was really, really helpful because someone was telling me what to do. So I would go to the gym and be just completely like, I don't know what to do. I could go to this place and it would have my workout scheduled, figured out, 1 hour. And it had daycare, very important. And this pregnancy, I have got to be honest with you, the first trimester was the roughest one so far. I just recently started getting back into lifting in the gym, and the soreness is on another level. But I'm just trying to do it at least twice a week and have really efficient workouts so that it makes it worth my time. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Basically, just like don't give up on your strength training. The final piece, I just want to talk gear really fast because like I'm not making this video for you to have this new list of things that you need to go and buy, but I do think maternity band is insanely helpful once you start feeling your belly getting a lot heavier. That maternity band is going to be your best friend. I love that thing. I can't run without it now. And I noticed around 18 weeks I started feeling some pressure. Put on the band, went for a run, had a significant difference, like just so much more comfortable. So I would highly recommend, if you have any pelvic pressure, get that belly band. A hydration water bottle, something that you can take with you and carry that can carry water for you. I love my Nathan hydration because I can also pop my phone in there, pop a goo in there, maybe a credit card if I want to stop at a gas station or something on the way on my run. You don't have to buy new shoes, but listen, if you need permission from somebody, I'd be happy to give that permission to you. I definitely think having like really cushy, comfortable running shoes is just important because you're gonna put on weight, you're gonna be heavier, your joints are doing things, like you just want that extra cushion. So I use pregnancy as a reason to go and just get new shoes. Last pregnancy, I got the Brooks Ghost. I think it was the first version, Brooks Ghost Max. And then I loved those. Those were wonderful. This pregnancy, I got the Nike Vomero 18s. I am obsessed with those shoes. They're so cushy. And yeah, it just makes it that much more fun when it feels comfortable and when your feet are like walking on pillows. And then some other things to consider is your skin. If you're a pale person like me, I'm not like pale, I can get a tan, but you know, if you're, I guess, Caucasian, like fair skinned, I think this is actually everybody's skin. Because of the hormones in your body, you are like more prone to sun damage from pregnancy. Melasma is a huge side effect that I experience, and I know a lot of other women that I know who are pregnant experience. It's like a brown, almost like splotchiness to your skin that sets in during pregnancy, and it goes away when you're postpartum. I don't know how to explain it, it's some hormonal thing, but sun exposure during pregnancy can bring that on more. So sun protection, hat, sunscreen, whatever you need to do to help just protect your skin from that sun damage. That's kind of my main things for right now. I feel like running through pregnancy has just been a really fun way to move my body and to feel like myself again, because it's something that I love to do and that it's like my hobby. So when I'm not able to do that, when I'm newly postpartum, and even in like the end of the 3rd trimester, I really miss it, and I just don't ever find any other workout that makes me as excited or as like happy as running does. So if that's the way that you feel about it, keep going, trust your body, trust your uterus to protect your baby, and I hope that you have a great experience running in pregnancy. I hope that these tips helped you, and this is not a season to be going for a PR. I don't care how fast you're running. I don't care what kind of speeds you're hitting. It's just about moving our bodies, and it's just about enjoying the time that we're carrying our babies in our womb. Like, it's such a special season and is meant to be a time of joy and not stress. So I hope that this sheds some light on pregnant running and what that's going to look like, and hopefully for you it is a great experience and you're able to keep running as long as you want to and experience zero pain, please Lord, and yeah, just have a great, healthy, and beautiful pregnancy. I wish that for you, I wish that for me, all moms. And I think what's really, really cool is that after you have a kid and you like come back postpartum, being a mom, something about it makes you, this is my experience, okay, makes me feel so strong in a whole new way. It's like I am confident in who I am, I'm confident in my body, I'm confident in making decisions for myself and for my health. I'm confident to push myself. Like going through birth, like you go through something that you never have been through before, and it's like one of the most intense physical experiences regardless of how you give birth. I don't care if you have an unplanned C-section or you have a planned C-section or you have a vaginal birth or you have an unmedicated birth. All of it is absolutely wild, and then you come out on the other side and you have your baby. It changes everything, and I think it changes your perspective on yourself. It changes how you perceive your running journey. It gives you more confidence, gives you more strength in general. Becoming a mom, it's amazing. And it's definitely like a superpower, being a mom. I would love to hear in the comments if you have any thoughts or your own experience running in pregnancy. Comment below, share your story, because I feel like there's just such a variety of different experiences people can have. And so all of my tips aren't necessarily like these golden nuggets. You might have things that you learned that you feel like I missed. I would love to hear that in the comments. And I want to hear about your pregnant running experiences. Like, how is it going? Are you having a good time? Can you not wait to get this baby out? Like, where are we at? Because yeah, it's just fun to talk to other moms about this. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm really close to 2,000 subscribers and I'm really excited about that. So I hope you stick around and you keep following along, because long term, I am so excited for this to be my last pregnancy, my last baby, and to really throw down some exciting PRs in the future. Once I am fully healed, have given birth, pelvic floor is back to normal 12 weeks after giving birth. You'll catch me out on those streets again. So yeah, follow along, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.